you ever walked away from a conversation with someone you love, feeling completely exhausted, confused, and somehow always at fault? You know you didn't do anything wrong, but by the end of the argument, you were the one apologizing. If this feels familiar, you are not crazy. You are just dealing with a master manipulator. They don't use weapons. They use your own emotions, your kindness, and your love against you. Look around you. Is there someone in your life right now who makes you feel like you are constantly walking on eggshells? A partner? A friend? Or maybe a family member? You've tried talking to them. You've tried explaining your feelings, but it never works. Why? Because you are playing a game where they own the rules. But what if you stopped playing defense? What if you could use their exact mind games to completely expose them without screaming and without losing your peace? Today, we are unlocking 3 simple but terrifying psychological shifts that will flip the power dynamic instantly. Pay close attention to the second shift, because the moment you do it, you will see the exact look of panic in their eyes. Let's change the game. Let's start with the first shift. The question mirror. Think about the last time this person attacked you. They probably said something like, "You are too sensitive," or "You always ruin everything." What did you do? You probably got defensive. You started explaining yourself, right? Stop doing that. Your explanations are the fuel they burn to control you. The next time they throw a toxic insult at you, take a deep breath. Count to 3 in your head. Look them directly in the eyes with absolute calmness and simply repeat their insult back to them as a question. If they say, "You are crazy," you look at them and say, "What makes you think I am crazy right now?" If they say, "You always ruin things," you ask, "Can you give me a specific example of what I ruined today?" Do you know what happens when you do this? You take the pressure off yourself and put it entirely on them. Manipulators hate specific details. They rely on vague accusations. When you calmly force them to explain their toxicity, their brain panics. They realize they can't make you emotional anymore. But this is just step 1. What happens when they try to punish you with silence? That is where the next tactic becomes dangerous. Tactic number 2 is called the cold absence. We all know the classic manipulator move, the silent treatment. They stop replying to your texts. They ignore you in the room. Why do they do this? Because they want you to feel anxious. They want you to beg, cry, and ask, "What did I do wrong?" Your anxiety is their drug. It proves to them that they own your happiness. So, how do you break this? You give them exactly what they pretend to want. Total, freezing absence. The next time they go silent, do not send a double text. Do not ask what's wrong. Act as if you haven't even noticed their silence. Go out with your friends. Post a story enjoying your favorite food. Be genuinely happy. When a manipulator sees that their coldness doesn't hurt you, a massive wave of fear hits them. They start thinking, "Wait, do they not care about me anymore? Are they moving on?" The illusion of their power is shattered. Suddenly, they are the ones feeling anxious. They will try to break the silence just to check if they still control you. But be careful. When they realize silence isn't working, they will try their final, most desperate move to crush your self-esteem, and you need to be ready for it. This brings us to the final and most powerful defense, the boredom shield. Deep down, every manipulator has a massive, fragile ego. They want to be the smartest person in the room. They want to be the hero or the ultimate victim. They need drama to feel important. If you fight them, you give them drama. If you cry, you give them drama. So, how do you defeat an ego that thrives on drama? You become the most boring person on earth. When they try to gaslight you, lie to you, or create a scene, look at them with absolute boredom. Give them short, flat, unedited answers. Use words like, "Okay, I see," or "cool." Don't change your facial expression. Treat their dramatic outburst like a boring television commercial that you've seen 1,000 times. This is a psychological execution for them. You are taking away their crown. By showing them that their emotional manipulation is nothing more than a childish, uninteresting game, you completely drain their energy. They will realize that trying to manipulate you is a waste of time because they can no longer get a reaction out of you. Imagine this scenario. The next time this person tries to start an argument to make you feel guilty, you don't scream. You don't cry. You just look them dead in the eye, nod slowly, say, "Okay," and walk away to live your life. In that single moment, you win. You are no longer the puppet. You are the one holding the strings. Manipulators are only powerful when you hand them the keys to your peace. The moment you take those keys back, they become nothing. But let's be honest, healing from toxic people takes time, and you don't have to do it alone. I want you to do something powerful right now. Drop a comment below and type the word "proud" if you are ready to take your power back today. Or, if you are brave enough, share the most toxic phrase someone has ever used against you. Let's read them together, expose their games, and build a community of people who can never be manipulated again. This is just the first layer of human manipulation. If you want to know how to catch a liar and read their hidden intentions the exact second they talk to you, click on the video on your screen right now. Don't let them play you again. Subscribe, protect your mind, and I will see you in the next chapter.